hired more than 24 years ago by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Northwestern Pennsylvania as their communications director, and I was also the first layperson hired by the congregation. A few short weeks after I was hired, we celebrated the 140th anniversary of the congregation in the local diocese. And then a few months after that, it was the 350th anniversary of the founding of the Sisters of St. Joseph in Le Puy. And though I was educated by the Sisters of St. Joseph all through elementary school and high school, I didn't really know their story or understand their history or mission or charism. In fact, I probably never heard the word charism until I was hired by the Sisters of St. Joseph. But those commemorations, those anniversaries really immersed me in that history and lit a fire in me for the mission as I came to know the story. 2 years later, after I was hired, I became an associate. And in May of this year, I attended Spirits on Fire, which is a formation program to assist lay leaders and partners in mission and immersion experience in the charism and mission so that we can continue to carry the mission forward into the future. There were many younger people at Spirits on Fire in age and in years of ministry, and they were much newer to the SSJ experience. And some of them actually wondered why I was there after so many years with the sisters. Why did I need to get immersed in the history and the charism? And I'll have to admit, I felt a little bit like a dinosaur myself at times because I was already familiar with a lot of the information presented. And but something incredible happened during that experience. It reignited the flame that had been perhaps had just become over time glowing embers. It reignited and stirred that passion in me for the incredible story of the Sisters of St. Joseph, and those flames that were reignited were fanned by the eagerness and enthusiasm of the younger people who were new to the experience. I got excited again about the mission and charism of the Sisters of St. Joseph. And so those glowing embers, they were reignited not only by my experience of Spirits on Fire, but also because I've walked through some pretty challenging times in recent years. Some experiences that have really shaken me to my core and led to an inner transformation of sorts. I did a lot of praying and seeking God's guidance and how to proceed through some situations. And it's not surprising, I guess, but what came through more than anything were all the things that I learned from the Sisters of St. Joseph and walking alongside Sisters of St. Joseph. What came through was that unity matters more than anything, that people coming together despite differences is the only path forward to reconciliation, that dialogue between people is paramount to understanding, and it's impossible to move forward without it. I was reminded of the importance of being open and willing and humble. It's not always easy, but it's right, and it's who we are as the family of Joseph. And so at this point in the evolution of humanity, as we all embrace the reality that we truly are in need of a transformation of consciousness, both individually and globally, to heal the world and to move forward, it seems no coincidence to me that we're also moving towards the 375th anniversary of a congregation devoted to unity, to reconciliation, and to bringing people together. The world needs the fire of the first Sisters of St. Joseph now more than ever. So let's come together and reignite that original fire.